Yeah, I would say that it probably comes from a combination of things. I've had a lot of really amazing role models throughout my life. One of the things that I've witnessed with just the different mentors and with the different people that I've had has been that unwavering commitment to leaving whatever it is that they do better than when they found it. I think probably two of the most pivotal pieces in my automotive career specifically. So, I mean, going back prior to automotive, I would definitely credit my parents with that. My parents definitely have always had the very kind of hard childhood where it's like, there are no excuses. Now you're
What?
gonna screw up, and you're
Yeah.
absolutely, there's definitely been. I was very stubborn, and that's probably putting it lightly as a child. So sometimes with my parents, it was kind of like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object scenario. But but them challenging me like that and giving me some, the accountability where when I did screw up, I had to eat it and I had to own it. And
Consequences, absolutely.
there were consequences for it. That definitely shaped a lot of components later on. So, I mean, when I got in the automotive industry, it was first really challenging. I didn't have a nice, warm welcome when I first took my first sales job. And it was very, very challenging, but it was definitely my parents and some of the mentors I had in my childhood, like my grandparents, some of my teachers that instilled that, you can't let outside things interfere with what you want to accomplish. That's really what lit that fire in me to continue to persevere. And I'll say that, after some time in automotive too, I think I had a little bit of a stall in my career after I had left my first dealership group that I was with and moved to a different one. At that point, I was still feeling a little bit lost. I was about 24 years old at the time. And it was, I was kind of wrestling with okay, I had a degree and I was working on these things in college and that didn't pan out. I went a completely different direction, but really, what do I want to do with my life? And so I had a mentor, her name was Jill McCullough, and she's still a very close friend of mine, but she was one of these women in automotive that really set that model for me and the rest of my career. So she just had this absolute fire in her that was, again, like, she challenged me. She would give me projects and give me things that were completely outside of my scope of knowledge. And she would challenge me to keep growing. And even sometimes, like, I would come up with some completely out of the box, weird things that she would be like, you know what, do it. Let's go. Let's see how it pans out. And I would find successes in that. And I would also find some opportunities that didn't go quite as planned. And she was definitely the mentor that was never like, hey, you know what, that didn't work, but what did we learn from it? Cool, let's go on to the next one and keep going. And so she instilled that to me at a very impressionable point in my career that really I took that mentorship, how she crafted me. And that has really been the defining point.
No, that
Hello everyone, I wanted to tell you about a workshop we're holding at NADA 2023. We're covering how EV adoption rates will impact fixed operations in the future. We'll show you real and meaningful data that might just put you at ease. Or maybe not, you'll have to come see. Come join us at our workshop, How Electric Vehicles Will Change Fixed Operations. We'll see you there.